Good morning and welcome to Daily Scriptures. I'm Evangelist Wally Beck and welcome to Message Across Ministries. We're going to begin this morning with 1 Chronicles, the 19th chapter, and we'll read to the 20th chapter, the 8th verse. Now it came about after this that Nahash, the king of the sons of Ammon, died, and his son became king in his place. Then David said, I will show kindness to Hanun, the son of Nahash, because his father showed kindness to me. So David sent messengers to console him concerning his father. And David's servants came into the land of the sons of Ammon to Hanun to console him. But the princes of the sons of Ammon said to Haman, Do you think that David is honoring your father, and that he sent comforters to you? Have not his servants come to you to search, to overthrow, and to spy out the land? So Hanun took David's servants, shaved them, and cut off their garments in the middle of as far as their hips, and sent them away. Then certain persons went and told David about the men, and he sent to meet them, for the men were greatly humiliated. And the king said, Stay at Jericho until your beards grow, and then return. Then the sons of Ammon saw that they had made themselves odious to David. Hanun and the sons of Ammon sent 10,000 talents of silver to hire for themselves chariots and horsemen from Mesopotamia, from Amram, Mecca, and from Zobah. So they hired for themselves 32,000 chariots. And the king of Mecca and his people who came and camped before Meba. And the sons of Ammon gathered together from their cities and came to battle. And David heard of it, and he sent Joab and all the army and the mighty men. And the sons of Ammon came out and drew up in a battle array at the entrance of the city. And the kings who had come before were by themselves in the field. Now when Joab saw that the battle was set against him in the front and in the rear, he selected from all the choice men of Israel, and they arrayed themselves against the Arameans. But the remainder of the people he placed in the land of Abishai, his brother, and they arrayed themselves against the sons of Ammon. He said, If the Arameans are too strong for me, then you shall help me. But if the sons of Ammon are too strong for you, then I shall help you. Be strong. Let us show ourselves courageous for the sake of our people and for the cities of our God. And may the Lord do what is good in his sight. So Joab and the people who were with him drew near to the battle against the Arameans, and they fled before him. When the sons of Ammon saw that the Arameans fled, they also fled before Abishai his brother and entered the city. Then Joab came to Jerusalem. When the Arameans saw that they had been defeated by Israel, they sent messengers and brought out the Arameans who were beyond the river with Sopach, the commander of the army of Hadadezer, leading them. When it was told David, he gathered all Israel together, crossed the Jordan, and came up upon them and drew up in formation against them. And when David drew up in battle array against the Arameans, they fought against him. The Arameans fled before Israel, and David killed the Arameans 7,000 charioteers and 40,000 foot soldiers, and put to death Shopach, the commander of the army. So when the servants of Hadadezer saw that they were defeated by Israel, they made peace with David and served him. Thus the Arameans were not willing to help the sons of Ammon anymore. Then it happened in the spring, at the time when kings go out to battle, that Joab led out the army and ravaged the land of the sons of Ammon, and came and besieged at Rabbath. But David stayed in Jerusalem, and Joab struck Rabbath and overthrew it. David took the crown of their king from his head and found it to weigh a talent of gold, and there was a precious stone in it, and it was placed on David's head. And he brought out the spoil of the city, a very great amount, and he brought out the people who were in it, and cut them with saws, and with sharp instruments, and with axes. And thus David did to all the cities of the sons of Ammon. Then David and all the people returned to Jerusalem. Now it came about after this that war broke out at Gezer with the Philistines. Then Zebekiah the Hushite killed Sippa, one of the descendants of the giants, and they were subdued. And there was war with the Philistines again. And Elhanan, the son of Jair, killed Lamhi, the brother of Goliath, the Gittite, the shaft of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. Again there was war at Gath, where there was a man of great stature, who had 24 fingers and toes, and 6 fingers on each hand, and 6 toes on each foot, and he was a descendant from the giants. When he taunted Israel, Jonathan the son of Shimei, David's brother, killed him. These were descended from the giants of Gath, and they fell by the hand of David and by the hand of his servants. Psalm 78, 26 to 33. They caused an east wind to blow in the heavens, and by his power he brought in the south wind. He also rained meat on them like the dust, feathered fowl like the sand of the seas. And he let them fall in the midst of their camp, all around their dwellings, and so they ate and were well filled. For he gave them their own desire. They were not deprived of their craving. But while their food was still in their mouths, the wrath of God came against them. He slew the stoutest of them, and struck down the choice men of Israel. In spite of all this, they still sinned, and did not believe in his wondrous works. Therefore their ways was consumed in futility, and their years in fear. Proverbs 19, 27 and 29. Cease listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A disreputable witness scorns justice, and the mouth of the wicked devours iniquity. Judgments are prepared for scoffers, and beatings for the backs of fools. Acts 8, 26 to 40. Now an angel of the Lord spoke to Philip, saying, Arise and go to the south, along the road which goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is desert. So he arose and he went. And behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, the queen of the Ethiopians, who had charge over all her treasury, and had come to Jerusalem to worship, was returning. And sitting in his chariot, he was reading Isaiah the prophet. When the Spirit said to Philip, Go near and overtake this chariot. So Philip ran to him and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah, and said to him, Do you understand what you are reading? And he said, How can I unless someone guides me? And he asked Philip to come up and sit with him. The place of the scripture which he read was this: He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and as a lamb before its shearer is silent, So he opened not his mouth. In his humiliation, his justice was taken away. And who will declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth. So the eunuch answered Philip and said, I ask you, of whom does this prophet say this, of himself or of some other man? Then Philip opened his mouth and began at this scripture. This scripture preached Jesus to him. Now as they went down the road, they came to some water, and the eunuch said, See, here is water. What hinders me from being baptized? Then Philip said, If you believe with all your heart, you may. And he answered and said, I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. So he commanded the chariot to stand still. And both Philip and the eunuch went down into the water, and he baptized him. Now when he came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord caught Philip away, so that the eunuch saw him no more. And he went on his way rejoicing. But Philip was found at Azotus, and passing through, he preached in all the cities till he came to Caesarea. Thank you folks for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow.